In this video, I'm going to show you how to access the Pro Tools Workspace. So if I go to the Window menu and I go down to the middle about, I'm going to go to New Workspace, and I have a few options: Default, Sound Base, or Track Presets. We're going to start by just choosing the Default Workspace, and the shortcut to get to that is Option I. When I click that, this window pops up, and this is basically a file browser with additional functionality that is internal to Pro Tools. On the left here, it shows your locations. These would be like hard drives, your internal or external hard drives. It shows your session folder. It shows a bunch of things. Whatever you click on here, it's going to show the contents of that folder in the main window. So if I open up Volumes here and navigate to my Shared Users folder, and then I go down to, for instance, Pro Tools Loops, you can see here in the main window all the folders of loops or subfolders, if I open these up, that are included in the Pro Tools Loops folder. Now that's a lot to navigate to, right? I mean, that took a minute. So what I'm going to do is on any of these folders, I can click and then right click and choose Add Sound Library Location. And when I do that, it's going to add these to this folder up here, Sound Libraries. And this is basically like a favorites collection. So I never usually have to navigate all the way to the folder because I just add it here in Sound Libraries. Now I actually don't want the Polyplex samples in here, so I'm going to right click and choose Remove Sound Library Location. So now I just have these four folders, and I'm going to open up the Pro Tools Loops folder. I'm going to open up Dance DJ. I'm going to go to Drums. I'm going to go to, let's say, House, and then House Beats. And notice nothing else opens up. I click on that, and the actual files appear in the main window of the browser, the main section of the browser there. Now I can see all the files. I can see a bunch of extra files. These ASD files are created when Ableton Live analyzes something. It's kind of a pain. So I'm going to click the Kind button and sort by kind. So now all we're looking at is WAV files. You can see the name of the file, and this includes the original tempo the file was recorded at. So this beat was recorded originally at 140 beats a minute. This was 132 beats per minute. And you can see a play arrow and the waveform preview here. It tells you how long the sample is, in this case 8 bars. And I can stop it there too. Up here at the top there are some controls to be aware of. This button right here, this play arrow, if I right click on it, you can see I have the option to enable loop preview, auto preview, to use the space bar to toggle the preview, and this audio files conform to session tempo, which I'm going to talk about in another video. For now, I suggest you just keep all of these on. And what that's going to do is you could just click on the name of a file and it's going to preview it. And when it gets around to the end of the file, it will loop pretty seamlessly. So here it comes. We're about 3/4 of the way through, and you can see this little cursor here. There we go. There are controls also. If the previews are too loud or too quiet, there's a fader up here, and you can control them. If I go to a loops collection that has tags built into it, for instance, this Avid Loop Masters is a newer collection than the Pro Tools Loops, and you can see that this section is now populated with a bunch of tags. And so I can filter the samples in this entire collection with tags. So if I want beats, there's all the beats. If I want to add I want a deep house beat, well, there's a lot fewer of them. There's only several now. I could, manage that list. If I want to have something with vocals, there's one. Let's listen to it. Okay, I guess it has a little vocal yelp in there. From the workspace, to bring one of these samples into Pro Tools, it's pretty easy. You're just going to drag it in to the edit window And there it is. And now we have a problem because I clicked on my edit window and the workspace went away. If I go to the window menu and I choose new workspace, I'm going to have to do my searching all over again. Or I can go to this workspaces option here and choose bring to front, or the shortcut option J, which is exactly what I'm going to do. If I had multiple workspaces, I can select which one I want to bring to the front right there. So option J brings that up, and there you go. It's pretty intuitive, it's easy to use, and I highly recommend that you use this. I'm going to do another video soon on this button right here.